Well, it's great to be joined by Eamonn McEvoy from Naas Racecourse, the General Manager. Eamonn, great to have you on here, a man of many talents that I've been discovering over the last days by looking at your past. How has life been and how has lockdown been treating you?
Yeah, I disagree with the talent bit straight away there, but lockdown has been great. Well, not great, but we've made of it what we could. We've had a staff continuing here at Naas, with obviously finishing up with the jump season as we run both here. We've had to have the track have been filled in, so with the men practicing social distancing and that they've done a great job getting it back. And with the drought we've been having, they've been busy, very busy watering now for the opening on Monday. So it's been busy. We haven't been as busy as we'd like, in that we've been shut down for non-race day activity. We had a concert cancelled, that type of thing. So, but listen, every business is going through it. So.
Absolutely. And obviously you're the first race course to kick off Irish racing on Monday. All attention will be on Naas. How much are you looking forward to getting racing back on course in Ireland?
Delighted. Yeah. Just can't wait to see
great
horses running again. Bring it on. Yeah, sure. Look, we can do it. We've done, a racetrack, you can space out people, and, the IHRB, HRI, they've been brilliant with protocols. It's quite a strict entry. It's more like an airport system where everyone has to come to the one point, get entered. They'll get a wristband then to go for the areas they have to bring their horses to. The jockeys can go back out, get their cars, bring them in. Jockeys are being encouraged to stay in their cars between races. Just keeping everyone apart, So, look, everyone is hungry for this to come back. Everyone's going to play ball, and once we have good social distancing and good etiquette, I think we're fine. We're an outdoor activity. We're good to go, and the caliber of entries we have for Monday is great. Like,
I saw you've got
the 2-year-old race. The 2-year-old races could throw up anything here, and I'd say they're all ready to go.
I had a look at some of those pedigrees coming out of Coolmore and Aidan O'Brien. Just incredible, scary.
Sure. Like Coolmore, they're world famous, but not only for their stallions, but the broodmares that Mr. Magner and the boys have built up over the years. It's phenomenal. It's I suppose it's success that's been built over decades, and well deserved, because they put a lot into it.
Absolutely, and you've got 2 lovely listed races on the card as well. It's a card packed full of good quality.
In fairness, if the good ones declare tomorrow morning, it's more like a Group 3 than a listed race. They're going to be great, and by the looks of what the weather's going to be, it's going to be good to firm, fantastic covering of grass. So, I'm really looking forward to the racing. It's going to be great.
Awesome. And talk to me, how hard has it been financially for a race course like Naas to deal with the lack of attendees and people who spend money on food and drink? How do you cope during this time?
It's very tough. It's very tough on race courses. As I said, we have non-race day activity as well. We actually, with the buildings we have here, we have lots of courses going on here on non-race days. They've all stopped. We've had a concert cancelled. We had a big gallop day cancelled. It's hit us very hard, but there's not a business in the country that hasn't been hit, really. The government in Ireland have, in fairness, acted great. They've been really good. They've given businesses great support to get them through the period, because it had to be done. Everyone was afraid their life was stopping, but it had to be done. It seems to be working. The numbers have got good. Awful to see so many people dying. A lot of our elderly people have died, which is it's tragic that you can't go and say goodbye to them properly at a funeral, that type of thing. So it's been, look, it's a worldwide thing that we never in our wildest dreams thought we'd be dealing with in our lifetime, and that's the reality of it.
And I suppose the social distancing at Naas, there'll be one trainer, one jockey, and one stable lad or lass. There'll be no owners.
No owners, unfortunately. They're the backbone of us. They're the ones we need to keep it going. But haven't heard one owner complain. They're going to watch it. We're going to try and have videos ready for them to see. Try and make the experience a little bit better. But hopefully, if the numbers keep progressing and the restrictions lift off, that won't be too long and we'll see owners back here. But we're not allowed to do any catering whatsoever. There's no hot drinks. We have to go back to what our grandparents did and bring the old flask and sandwiches. So we're all doing it. So sure, a cup of tea out of a flask is as good as any, isn't it?
I'm sure quite a few people will be missing a pint of the black stuff.
Oh, I'll tell you, I'll never underestimate walking into a pub and getting a pint again, ever.
Yeah. You're not the only one there. You're not the only one there. Good stuff. And we've obviously got the Irish 2,000 guineas and the Irish 1,000 guineas not far away. Anything take your fancy for either of those?
Yeah, I suppose it all depends how forward the trainers are with their horses. I'd say the trainers are itching to go. I don't know, a horse I really liked last year and a great man to get them ready first time out is Gerline's Siskin. If the ground stays the way it is, I think Siskin, hopefully he'll step up to the mile. It would be great to see Ger win it. If the ground is good, I'd give him a right chance. I think he's a real good horse. And I think maybe Donica for the 1,000 Fancy Blue, the deep impact filly. Yeah, I just wouldn't surprise me now to have O'Brien Jr. step up and click in a classic there a few weeks back, But I think she's, I was very impressed. She won her maiden at Naas. She was very impressed and then followed it up at her, She was, just thought she's a good filly and I think she loves going up and trip.
Interesting. It's pretty crazy to imagine Aiden versus Joseph versus Donica at this time, isn't it? It's just an incredible.
Yeah, they're talented family now, no doubt, and a real nice family. They're all sound. And sure, Joseph. Saying that now, Joseph will probably do the double.
Yeah, absolutely. And have you had time to do anything else during the lockdown, Eamonn? Have you picked up any habits? Are you in the kitchen or any good Netflix movies?
Netflix, what did we watch? We had there was a very good Irish show on here, Normal People. Have you seen that?
I've heard of it. I haven't managed to see it.
Yeah, that was very good. Very good. Some of the older generation weren't too happy with the sex scenes in it, all right, apparently, given out to the local radio. But no, very good. Very good. Couple of great young actors in it. That was very good. I'll tell you what I watched. I hadn't seen Diego Maradona. I thought it was brilliant.
Oh, that agree. Fantastic.
Couldn't believe it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Brilliant. Really good. Yeah. Really enjoyed that. And I watched The Last Dance. Loved it.
Okay. Brilliant. And in terms of the general public now, returning to the race courses in Ireland, do you reckon that we'll get a chance to be back in 2020? All the racing fans?
Yeah. Well, God, I hope so. I hope so. Listen, it's your guess is as good as mine, and that's all it would be. It would be a guess. It'll all depend on figures. It'll all be government led. Like we're under the Ministry of Agriculture. What they say we'll end up doing. I would hope so. I really hope so. On Monday now coming, 70-year-olds now can have guests come to their house. That's a big step up. Like my parents there now, they'll be delighted that some of the grandkids can come up. Yeah, they can't go and give them a hug, but at least they can sit in the same room. Like my parents wouldn't have seen my kids now since all this started, But then again, like with technology, it's been great. FaceTime, everything. At least they get to see them, so it's not as bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully, we will be back on a race course sometime soon. And Eamonn, would you have a horse to follow for 2020 and beyond? Something that's taken your eye?
Yes, from the first day in Naas, I would. There was a maiden in Naas the first day here, mile maiden, and Aidan won it with Russian Emperor, a Galileo horse out of a real good Australian mare by Fastnet Rock. I forget her name, but I think that maiden actually. I'd say I wouldn't be surprised. The first three are definitely stakes horses. Jesse loves the second. I know Ger Lyons likes the third. I wouldn't be surprised to pick the first 6 or 7 and follow them. And I think it's going to work out really good. But he's 50-1 for the Derby, and I definitely I wouldn't mind having a fiver each way on him.
Let me get a fiver each way before they all nick the price.
Go ahead.
And how will your fixture list be affected by this, Eamonn? Have you had to try and chop things up and change things around at all?
No, we're going to be okay. We've lost fixture in April and May, and we're only meant to have one in June, so we're running 3 times, and then we have one more. We're going to be pushed back later in the year. We'll have it back. So,
Right.
but it was great. HRI they have been great. You know, the work they've had to do in offices and then people out on the ground with getting. They've given financial aid to tracks that have missed a meeting, that have lost a meeting. So luckily we haven't had to do that. We can get our meetings back, and we're going to try and do that because, you know, the industry needs it really. They need race days.
Absolutely. One of the things that I've always noticed in horse racing is there's a great community feel and so much support from the owners and the governing boards and everybody involved. Yeah,
unbelievable. Like, and it's a great industry here in Ireland, you know, and it tops off a big industry of bloodstock breeding. You know, there's a lot of employment here in Ireland, so it's very important. Like, we initially were meant to be going on June the 29th, and the fact that we're going before that, it's a big help, because I think the June 29th date was too long, and it would have put, I'd say, some good people would have been out of business.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're a man who's done a lot of travelling. Obviously, you're the racing stud manager for Rick Barnes at Grangecon for 8 years. You've worked out in Australia and Saudi Arabia. A man of many talents. Talk to me about some of your history doing those various roles.
Yeah, I went to Australia more traveling with a bunch of friends, but I was down there. I worked on a great farm, New Haven Park, for a few months. Great farm, as good a farm as I've ever been on. They do things really well there. Horses are let be horses, and yeah, that was great. And then I went to Saudi Arabia. I went for a year and ended up there 13 years. So it was, yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed it there. You know, it was their way or the highway as regards rules in the country, and that was fine. I was, you know, quite happy with that. Might be a bad policy for all countries to have.
Yeah.
And it was, you know, it was a restricted place, but no, we had a great time. I had a great boss there, Prince Sultan Al Kabir, as nice a man as you could work for. I've had 2 great bosses in Prince Sultan and Rick Barnes. Rick would be well known in the racing industry here, but great guy, and he owns one of the nicest farms you could walk onto. You know, it was beautiful. Right. So it was great to work there. He had a great team there, but he's sort of just cutting back. So when the Naas job came up, I just decided to have a go for it, and you know, it's been a nice change, and there's a great team here, and just the racing industry, it's a very good industry to be involved in. So no, it's been great.
Absolutely, it was great to see Envoy Allen go on to the Cheltenham Festival and absolutely destroy his rivals.
Absolutely brilliant. And I'd love to see more horses do that. Like, I think, you know, I don't think they need to run January, February, and then into March. So I think Gordon might have set a good standard there, the Lawler's Hotel hurdle, and then on into Cheltenham. But God, he was impressive. He was very impressive. You know,
a Gold Cup horse for sure, right?
Oh yeah, very good looking horse. Yeah. You just know it when you see him. Like, even someone never saw a horse, if they were only seeing a horse for the first time and he walked in, like, he's going to take your. Yeah, he's just fantastic horse. You know. Chiefly part of some team of
phenomenal. We've got some amazing 2-year-olds this year with John Gosden as well.
I saw the one yesterday.
Yeah, very impressive.
Very good, very good. Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, so we'll have we've had some good jump horses here as well. Some good flat horses last year. Yeah, I just wouldn't be surprised if a nice 2-year-old jumps out on Monday as well.
Yeah,
and the mile maidens are going to be very good as well. So it's going to be
I noticed, funnily enough, Aidan O'Brien's got 2 entered in the 0 to 75 handicap, which is quite fascinating. And
dangerous man in handicaps as well.
Well, interestingly enough, the horse is called, slips my name now, but he won a maiden at Dundalk, and the horse back in 3rd, Skeptical's now rated 114.
Oh yeah, that's right. Skeptical's running on Monday as well, I think. Well, if he declares tomorrow. Yeah. Skeptical is unbelievable, but his trainer's a really good trainer. Dennis Hogan. That man, I'll tell you, for buying these horses and jumping up the grade, and I think he bought Skeptical for $2,500.
Yeah, it's unreal. Yeah,
you know, and it's not the first time he's done it, and he'll do it again. He's very shrewd, very good young trainer, very good. But there's some great, as well as the old trainers here. You know, with the obvious ones like Jim Bulger, Jesse, Aidan, Ger Lyons, Dermot Well, John Ox. Like there's some team of young trainers coming through. Like there's the two O'Briens now. I've no doubt Donnick is going to be good. You've Ken Condon, Paddy Toomey's very, very good strike rate. Fossil Stack. There's just big amount of really good young trainers coming through here as well. So
I think Jessica Harrington's going to have a phenomenal season. She's really transitioned into one of the best flat trainers around, isn't she?
Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. But they've a great team there, Jessie and her two daughters, Kate and Emma. Like it's a great, and now Richie Galway's gone from what he's still works at Punchestown, but he's back home as well. Of course, Richie would tell you it's all because he's there now that things have transformed, you know. But no, that's a great operation. I'll tell you, they'll go close in the English Guineas, I think, this week.
Yeah. Some outstanding fillies. I remember going over there a while ago and seeing them all. It's just wow.
Yeah, but that filly that they're running in the Guineas, the Star Spangled Banner filly, you know, she wins the Cheveley Park. If it was Aidan training her, she'd be a quarter of the price she is now.
Absolutely.
You know, she's and the Jessie's, that race I was on about with Russian Emperor, Jessie's Lope de Vega that was second. That is a fair horse now.
Okay.
And the third, I know Ger loves. Just watch that maiden. Put those in your tracker.
The juices are flowing, and we can't wait for Monday to kick off. It's been a long time coming. Let the good time roll.
Oh yeah, can't wait. Bring it on, sure. As long as we're racing and everyone stays healthy and keeps the social distance, that's the big thing. Keep your social distance. We should be good.
Let's not even talk about the marches in Dublin and London at the moment. A bit frustrating to see.
That's what I mean. Do you know what I mean? The spotlight will be given out on us and what's going on in the parks, on the beaches, and so
mind-blowing.
Yeah, we're going to be. I'd much rather be at Naas races than anywhere else. I'll put it that way.
Well, I'd love to be there with you. Hopefully, sometime soon.
Well, hopefully we'll get you back next year.
Absolutely. Well, Eamonn, it's been an absolute pleasure. If you haven't been to Naas Racecourse, to all of you, make sure to check it out. It's one of the best racecourses in Ireland. Phenomenal jumps racing and phenomenal flat racing. And we look forward to tuning in on Monday.
Yeah, sure. Get a big crowd of English boys over next year and we'll show you all a good time.
We'll drink you dry.
All right. Good luck.
Cheers.
Take care.
Good man.
Thanks. Bye.